Linux box because I have my Linux box rather than my Windows one. So, but the commands would be the same, and most of this stuff would be the same. You would start here. You would do cd documents projects cs 5000, right? Which is where you have this stuff. And I created a new one for you guys to download. So let me copy the address, or for me to download for this. You can download it. It's also available there. So we'll use curl -o, and it's the name, and then the address. That will eventually get us something that will be a zip file, and we can unzip it. We created a folder called sample. In here, we need to do /gradle eclipse to bring eclipse stuff. This will generate the Eclipse project. And then I tend to do build at least once, so it brings all the other stuff that it needs to bring, like JUnit and those kinds of things. Depending on what you got, it may bring more stuff. And my test failed, which is perfectly okay. So in Eclipse, we are going to do file import. And then this may or may not be open. So you will go to general and then existing projects in the workspace. Then select the root folder. It's going to be documents, projects, and then CS 5000 sample. It shows the project is called sample. And so now we have it here, right? It's showing us the main Java and the test Java. Here's our main. I will always have a grader file that has tests. So if you open it, you will see here in the outline, you have the tests, and you can run the individual tests. Right-click on it, run as JUnit test, and that will run one test. It will open here a new thing with JUnit, and it is wrong because if we go to sample.java, we have an add method that's supposed to add two numbers, but it's just returning 0. I normally give you this kind of stuff. We are actually going to cheat first. This is add 10 plus 10, so it's going to require that we return 20. So let me cheat and do 20. This is wrong, but it will satisfy one of the tests. If we go here, and right-click on it again, maybe, run as JUnit test. Now this test will pass, right? If in our command line we do /gradle test, it will tell us that one passed and one failed, and it will tell us, just like in here, where is the report, and we can just open this address and see what are the actual problems, or do it in Eclipse. Here we can also do grade, and I will be assigning points to each one of my tests. They are not completely true, but they give you an idea of what your grade would be. So here you'd have gotten 10 out of 20 points because you have one test that passes. Of course, if you just cheat and put return 20 or something like that to make one test pass, you don't actually get the points, right? Now let's come here, sample.java, and let's do the real thing. So terribly complicated function, return a plus b. We save. we can now run these things again, either individually, right-click, run as JUnit test, yay, or in here with grade or with test. Yay. And now one more thing, we actually have in our sample.java a main method, and we'll normally have it, and you can play with it and modify it to do whatever you want, unless I'm asking you to do something specific. In this case, it is printing, and we can run it with Gradle w run. And so it actually ran, and it printed what we asked to. So you can do that to run your main methods from there. Once we are done, you can do git status, and you will see that it tells you there is stuff. Git add dot. Actually, I am on the wrong place, right? You need to go one above so to see the whole thing. So we added all this stuff from the sample folder. Git, you still do git add dot, git commit -m sample assignment or something like that, and then git push origin master to submit over there. And then you can also go, to your Bitbucket thing and see I'm logged on to the other one. I'm logged on as the other me. Let me log out. And then log in again as OCaram2, the one that I'm using as my I can go to my repository in any of a number of ways. And then if I go to source, you will see the new stuff is added, and you can actually navigate and verify that your code is there if you're paranoid. I have a sample, source, main, sample, and I can see that this is the code that I wanted. And that is it. What I need to do